Now that we have actually created the drawer unit, it's time to create the drawers. To do this, we're going to do, there's two ways of doing so. We can manually create each drawer separately, or we can use existing geometry on the drawer unit to create the perfect size for our drawers. To do this, what we'll do is go into polygon mode in our drawer unit and an editable poly, and select these four here. There we go. So now what we're going to do is hold down Shift and drag in the Y axis. So holding down Shift and your left mouse button and drag. And once I let go of my mouse button, a little dialog will pop up. And this will basically give you two options: clone to a separate object from the drawer unit, or you can clone to the element. Now what the element is if I just clone to element here, it's the fifth option in your editable poly. So you can see here your element, or you can press hotkey 5. So this is separated each object into separate elements. This will be good to animate, so you can animate separately. And also, the drawer unit is a separate element, and you can move these elements in its own. But the problem with this is the elements, you can't change their pivot point. So this will prove difficult when you're trying to manipulate the actual drawers. So I'm just going to Control Z to undo. Nope, sorry, it's frozen a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to select these polygons and drag out again, holding Shift. And let's just clone to object. And let's just call these drawers 0, 1. And OK that. And now what we're going to do is, select the drawers and the drawer unit and isolate, holding Alt Q, or this little toggle button here. And in the front viewport, selecting the drawers, we're going to go into edge mode. And we're going to select all these horizontal edges. And let's just connect. And let's just make this 2. Sorry, let's actually keep this at 4. This will save us an extra step. And let's just move this outwards. Let's just make this 2 actually, this will make it easier. This will allow me to explain it more. So let's just make this about 95. And confirm. And with the existing edges still selected in the vertical edges, let's just Alt R again. And this will select all the edges here and connect. And let's just make this about, until you can see here, it's roughly an even square, roughly. So probably about 75. There we go. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to extrude the selected selected polygons. So just select all of them and extrude. And let's just make this positive 2.25 centimeters. There we go. And now you can see the way we've done it is it's left the back without any polygons. Now, this wouldn't actually be a problem if you weren't going to open the drawers. So, since you aren't going to see, there's no point of modeling them. But since we're going to be opening the drawers, we need to fill the back in. So what I'm going to do now is using your snaps, pressing your S key, I'm just going to quickly snap the selected edge and hold Shift and drag to the Z and snap to the corner. And I'm just going to do that again. And I'm just going to do it for this one as well. Snap, snap, snap these top edges in the corner. And once I've done this, what I'm going to do is this will allow me to bridge the selected edges. So if I select this edge here and this edge, I can use a tool called Bridge. And this will bridge the gap and create a polygon. And now what I can do here is create another bridge and another bridge. Now we could bridge these gaps together, but there's another quick way of doing it. So I'm just going to speed this up. So you can select multiple edges while you do this and bridge. Sometimes this doesn't work. It just gets confused of which edge to bridge to which edge. So as you can see here, it won't work. So I just need to deselect these and bridge it, and it'll work now. Only happens sometimes, unfortunately. It happened there. And bridge, and let's just bridge these two together. Hopefully this multiple selection will work. No, it won't work again. It's not my day. Bridge. 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 Now, there's three ways of closing this gap. One way is to bridge. The second way is to use your border and select all the borders and cap. But the fastest way to do this is to use a modifier called cap holes, and that'll cap all the holes you have. And let's just right click again and convert to editable poly again. So now we have all that. Let's just select these polygons here, 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 and here. And extrude. But before we extrude that, let's go in the left viewport. And sorry, let's turn off polygon mode. And let's just quickly reset the pivot of the drawers. So in your hierarchy panel, affect pivot only and center to object. But what we want to do here is turn on snaps, and let's just move this to the very end vertice. So it'll be flush with the drawer unit. And with snaps still turned on, we can move this to snap it to the very first vertice. So it's flush. And what we're going to do here is in your wireframe mode, pressing F3, let's select the drawer unit and isolate. And this pressing 4 on your keyboard into polygon mode, and this should keep your previous selected polygons. And in your left side, extrude. So let's just make this about, I don't know, 40. 42. 42.5. And if you can accept this and extrude it again, or you can just press plus. And let's make this 2.25. And confirm. And let's just isolate these drawers. And use, again, the bridge tool. Hopefully this will work. Yep, see, this works. It works this time. And bridge. And there we go. We have the 4 drawers. And now the only thing left to do now is to fill these gaps. Oops, sorry. So let's isolate the drawer unit and the drawers. And let's just move these drawers out. And let's just select these end edges. And select this side. And in your front viewport, let's just extrude. Let's make it so there's a bit of an edge, so it's actually going past the drawer unit. Let's make this about 2. Or 1, sorry. Or between. Let's make this 1.85 centimeters. And confirm. Again, if you're not actually working in centimeters, you can just do it by eye. But I like to try work to scale as best as I can. Now let's just time to do these. And again, in your front viewport, pressing F on the keyboard, or you can select it here, and it's extrude. And let's just make this, yep. See, it's set this. So now we have actually finished the drawers. So if we just turn off wireframe mode, you can see there's a gap. And what we can do now is move these drawers back in. And if you want to animate them, you can just move it. Just move it in there, move it there, here, and just move this here. This is your drawers created now. And you can notice here, I actually left a little gap at the top. And this is for the actual edge lip. And to do this, what we're going to do is click on drawer unit, click on polygon mode and click the top. And we're just going to extrude this in a positive direction. Let's just see how this would look. So about 1.25 centimeters, let's just say. And let's click this out. And let's extrude this by, so this is 2.25. So we want to overlap this, so this will be 2.5. So whenever we close this, there will be a little edge poking through. There we go. So now that's your drawer unit created. The next step is we're going to create this wardrobe.